Las Vegas, a city where you can call anything you want it. You can call it Fun City. You can call it what I call it, Sin City. But whether you're hanging around the Strip, or if you're hanging around the hotel and casinos, or if you're hanging out and just watching racing from NASCAR or for the NHRA, the saying is always the same at Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And today we are at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the third stop in the Castrol GTX Cup Series for Season 18. As we're here for the running of the America's Best Value N400. And we're set for racing here for 41 laps here today. And here's to command the fire the engines here. Or not, well, that will come in just a few minutes. But here's the starting lineup for today's running of the event. Here on the pole at 192 miles an hour, it's Kyle Matthews, car 29, the Hardee's Oldsmobile. He's on the front row for today's event. On the pole, beside him will be Jonathan Sorton, the number 88 Gatorade Buick. He's on the outside. Row 2 is Jordan Lopez in the Halpern Chevrolet car 16. It's an 81 Chevy he's driving. Beside him will be Trent Dunham, the defending series champion, the Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Chevrolet car number 1. Row 3 has Joshua Collard, car 43, the STP Pontiac for King Richard, driving the King Richard Petty colors. And number 30, the Country Time Pontiac of Charles Samper. He's one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's event. Fourth row has Cat Tellier, car 7, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford. And number 70, the AC Spark Plugs Rumble Furniture Pontiac of Zed Weinstein. Next row down has Keith Batson in car 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford. He's our second in-car camera in today's event. He'll be alongside car number 11, the Budweiser Chevrolet of Zach Winkle, one of the 2 Budweiser cars for Junior Johnson in this field. The next row down has Michael Whitman in car 6, the Strolight Ford, and beside him will be the Quaker State Buick, car number 26 of Quentin Moore. Next row down has Jessica Shelton, car number 9, the Coors Motorcraft Milling Ford, car number 9. She'll be alongside of her buddy Seth Cole in car 52, the Folgers Chevrolet. He's on the outside for NNSCRA Motorsports. Next row down has Kev Shear in car number 71, the Buckstove Oldsmobile. Beside him will be car 22, the Miller High Life Buick of Dylan Poteet. Next row down has Ryan Winters in car number 90, the Red Baron Frozen Pizza Ford. And car 47, the Race Hill Farms Buick of Joshua Sakuli. Next row down has winner at Rockingham, Brian George in the Tide Chevrolet car 17. Beside him will be car number 15, the Motorcraft Ford of Jason Haywood. Next row down has the other Budweiser Chevrolet for Junior Johnson. It's Ryan Kazian. His car number is 12. And beside him will be Tony Newman in car 14, the Copenhagen Oldsmobile. Next row down has Alexander Rowe in the Valvoline Oldsmobile car 51. And car 35, Johnny Gardner in the Folgers Decaf Chevrolet. And he's on the outside. Next row down, Phil Parker, car number 5, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. He'll be flanked by Emmanuel Hartnett in car 83, the Wentz Kmart Oldsmobile. He's the Daytona 500 champ. Next row down has Max Anderson in car 75, the Valvoline Pontiac. And Mike Becker in car 42, the STP Buick. Next row down has Dylan Young carrying our third in-car camera in today's event. He's in the Pepsi Chevrolet car number 2. Beside him will be car number 4, William Brock in the Kodak Film Oldsmobile. Next row down has Paul Minnick in car 44, the Piedmont Airlines Chevrolet. And Zachary Fitzwater in the Skull Bandit Buick, car 33. Next row down has Ashlyn Boyd in car 55, the Copenhagen Chevrolet. And Becca Tellier in car 21, the Hodgdon Ford. Next row down has car 13, Jesse Turner in the CTE Ford. He'll be alongside Cole Deaver in the GM Goodrich Chevrolet, car number 3. Next row down has Joshua Osborne in car 25, the Folgers Chevrolet, driving the Tim Richmond colors. And car number 8, Patrick Smith in the Miller American Buick. And flanked and starting all alone in the last row is Chelsea Bowles in car 74, the Nelson Contracting Superior Piping Chevrolet. And car 27, Kyle Langland in the Kodiak Pontiac. So 41 laps this is here today as we get set for racing here in Las Vegas. Here comes command to fire them up.
Driver, start your engine!
Command's been given the fire the engines as we get set for racing here on this mile and a half. This is one of 2 mile and a half tracks we'll be going in a row. As the next stop on the tour after this will be at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Bass Pro Shops 500. Field coming through the off pit road as they'll go through their pace lap. We've had 2 winners in the first 2 races of the season so far. Emmanuel Hartnett took the Daytona 500, a great race that day at Daytona. Then we had a great race at Rockingham, where Ryan George got the win in that event. As we mentioned, Charles Samper, Keith Batson, and Dylan Young will be our in-car cameras in today's event. This track has been known for some great finishes in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Will we see another one here today? Well, we're about to find out here. So Kyle Matthews in his Hardy's Oldsmobile and Jonathan Zorlin in the Gatorade Buick is going to lead him down. An 87 Oldsmobile against an 82 Buick is on the outside. As the base cars are up on the pit road. As we get set for 41 laps of distance here today. Crowd on its feet as it salutes the field as it comes down. Look at this crowd view right there as the green flag waves and the America's Best Value N400 is on. Apologies for my perhaps lagging just a little bit. Jordan Lopez goes to the inside of the racetrack. Kyle Matthews will lead the first lap of the event. And Lopez will dive inside and takes the lead here in the second lap. Joshua Collard to the inside lane. Now he wants to lead as Cat Tellier and Keith Batson's on the back end. In fact, a whole slew of Fords. You got about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, 5 of them in the background. And oh my gosh, 3 wide there as Ryan Winters goes to the inside of Kev Shear and Zed Weinstein. Shear's now stuck in the middle of the racetrack here in 71. Poteet goes by as Shear goes by and tries to go by Charles Samford in the 30 as they come down the backstretch here. And look, it's 3 wide racing still. Shear cannot get away from the middle of the racetrack. That can present some problems here as they come off turn number 4. Let's see what happens here. Whoa, Shear and Alexander Rowe got very close to come off turn number 4. And now Johnny Gardner will go to the inside lane in 35. Bill Parker doing the same in the 5 car. On board Charles Samper's car. Shear trying to get back in the inside lane here as you see Samper trying to follow Trent Dunham. Now Dunham says, screw it, I'm going to the inside lane. And Samper will follow suit as he goes into turn number 1. And meantime, Kev Shear still cannot get it out of the middle of the lane. It's now Kyle Matthews goes sliding back the pole sitter for the event. Jordan Lopez doing the same. He was the 3rd starter for this event. Meantime, Ryan Winters is now taking the lead in that 90 machine as we go back to the front of the field. Let's see. Yep, now it's between Dylan Poteet and Ryan Kazee in the 12 car. And here comes Alexander Rowe in 51 as he's on the inside. Johnny Gardner and Bill Parker trying to shove. And remember we saw Trent Dunham and Charles Samper a while back. Well, there they are right there. They're trying to go for the top 5 positions. Riding now with Dylan Young in number 2. Now we're from the roof cam of Dylan's car. Bill Parker goes inside of his buddy Johnny Gardner as he goes inside. Parker now takes the lead. Trent Dunham will try to take second position now. And he will do so. Charles Samper trying to make it 3 wide. On the field here is he now for the rear bumper camera of Charles Samper's machine as he's looking right at Dylan Young. Goes into turn number 3 at 191 miles an hour, and he'll take the lead now. Charles Samper, you are riding with him as he takes the number 1 position now. Dylan Young goes to the inside. Just an explosive start here after about 9 laps in this race. And now Seth Cole goes inside. He'll take second, and here comes Paul Minnick in 44. He'll try to take third position. Ashlyn Boyd in the 55, getting into the mix now, as well as the 13. Of Jesse Turner. That's a 1982 Ford he's driving. Becca Tellier's Ford, also an 82 model. Samper now goes to the lead. Here comes 2 of the back starters here, Joshua Osborne and Cole Deaver. Osborne in the Tim Richmond colors, Deaver, of course, in the Dale Earnhardt colors. As they go into third turn now, that's about the battle inside the top 10. Mike Becker in the 42 is there as well. Jonathan Zorn trying to make his way through the field. Cab Shear now finally makes it to the inside lane after being stuck at the middle for a few laps. And now it's single file racing here. Charles Samper's the leader. Seth Cole's in second position. Ashlyn Boyd now moving into third position now in car number 55, the Copenhagen Chevrolet. 1984 model she's driving, or he's driving, whichever. And Boyd now goes inside of Seth Cole to try to take the second position now. Charles Samper continuing to lead the event. Let's check through the field here. Here's Chelsea Bowles, one of the back row starters. She's now up to moving her way through the field, but she's going to get slid back now. She's now shoved up to the outside of the racetrack now. With Patrick Smith in the 8 car, here comes Quentin Moore in 26. Dylan Young in the 2, sliding back along with the 1 of Trent Dunham, as now you're riding with Keith Batson in car 28. Following behind the quicker state Buick of Quentin Moore. Batson that time by clocked in the 12th position. See how fast he goes off the backstretch here. 186, 87, 188, 190 miles an hour into turn 3. Yes, 190. And dips down to about 186 miles an hour through the third and fourth turns. Front stretch, 190 miles an hour, 191, 92. 192, 193 miles an hour to turn number 1. And meanwhile, Trent Dunham makes it 3 wide. Now Batson's now caught on the outside lane now. And 3 wide right there. Jason Haywood, he and Kyle Langland got very close. Come off turn number 4. Number 4, William Brock is in there. The Daytona 500 champ, Emmanuel Hartnett. In the 83 car, he's in this mix, as well as Jessica Shelton in the 9. Two by two for the most part of the racetrack here. There's our Rockingham winner, Ryan George, in the 17 car. That's one of the Darrell Waltrip cars in the field. Jordan Lopez up the field, Kyle Matthews, Kat Tellier, Zed Weinstein, and Ryan Winters right into the back of the field now in the 39th position. Meantime, nobody's been able to catch Charles Sanford in the 30 car. They've all been chasing. They're all chasing him right now. Charles, I'm sure, looking at his rearview mirror, having a good time, saying, "Y'all go and battle back there, guys. I'm going to take off and try to win this thing." In the meantime, Cole Deaver and Ashlyn Boyd trying to dispute who's going to run second. And meantime, Trent Dunham's going to get 3 wides between he, Patrick Smith, and Joshua Osborne. They got very close coming out turn number 4. But again, they managed to keep the handle on these cars, and now Dunham is going to take 4th. And he will push Ashlyn Boyd by Cole Deaver in the 3 car. Now Dunham goes to 3rd. Jesse Turner now goes in the 4th position now in the 13 car. And here comes Dunham for 2nd. And he will use the draft of Charles Sammer to his advantage now as they come out the 4th corner now. Chelsea Bowles works her way through the field now along with Jason Haywood in 15. Almost halfway through here. 20 in the books and 21 to go. Here to come out the 4th corner, Haywood and Bowles again got close, come off turn number 4. And I thought for a second the 4 of William Brock was going to go 4 wide in turn number 4. That would not have been smart. And here comes Emmanuel Harden, the Daytona 500 champ. He's going to move his way through the field now. And here comes the 11, Zach Winkle. 47, Joshua Sakuli. Joshua Collard in 43. He's getting into it now. 3 wide again in the back of the pack. And oh my gosh, almost 4 wide off turn number 4. Tony Newman broke out of that as well as Mike Becker. Now Jessica Shelton, with the help of Quentin Moore, is going to follow suit. And now Shelton will dive inside of Tony Newman to the inside. Shelton, of course, in the red number 9. Quentin Moore in the green 26. And meantime, battle for the lead. Charles Sanford under fire now from Trent Dunham. These are 2 of the drivers that battled out for the championship last season at Homestead Miami Speedway. Where we'll be again heading to for the final stop of the tour. "24 laps in the books now, 17 laps to go here at Las Vegas. And here comes Dunham to the inside. Charles Sanford trying to hold on to that first position. But Dunham's up on his rear bumper now. Rear bumper came again from Charles Sanford's car. He's got a mirror full of that number one Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Chevy. Sanford's Pontiac an 88 Pontiac. Dunham's car an 86 Chevy. Tight draft off turn number 4, and there's over 190 miles per hour. Dunham again takes a look to the inside. Nothing doing. Zach Winkle now goes to 3rd spot with Joshua Sakuli in the 4th. William Brock to 5th position. Now Zorlin moves his way back through the field now. He along with Joshua Collard. Collard almost 3 wide. Now the STP cars are right together. Collard in the 43 Pontiac. Becker in the 42 Buick. And they better not look now because here comes that number 9, Jessica Shelton. Working her way through the field now. Shelton riding in 10th. And she'll get by the 15 of Jason Haywood. Now she goes underneath Jonathan Zorlin for position. Zach Winkles is going to now take 2nd position now. This is Trent Dunham sliding back. Here comes the 47 of Joshua Sakuli, who won last season at Richmond. The 2nd race at Richmond, I should say. And so far, nobody's been able to make a move on Charles Sanford in the 30 car just yet. Could it be that Sanford could be in the right place? Right place? Well, we're about to find out. William Brock is to the inside lane. He's looking a little racy in that 4 car. Calling up the high side now. Shelton says thank you very much, and I'll go to the inside now. And she'll follow William Brock to the inside lane. And she's got Mike Becker shoving her now, and now Shelton will try to take third. And she will take third position now as Brock goes to second. Sanford's still out in front. Coming up on 10 laps to go. Mike Becker to the inside lane now. Shelton to second. And Dunham's now back in the inside lane now. And at number 1 car, he's got Emmanuel Hartnett behind him. Off the 4th quarter now. Becker goes inside now for the 3rd spot, or 2nd spot I should say. Shelton says no. Becker says go, and he will go inside. Shelton slams the door on him now. Dunham tries to drag Becker back up ahead of her. And now Sanford better not look in his rearview mirror because now Shelton's on his back bumper now, just about. Sanford in the yellow 30, Shelton in the red and white 9. Pontiac versus Ford. Nine laps to go here at Las Vegas. It's been green all the way. Sanford first, Shelton second, Dunham in third. Shelton takes a peek to the inside lane, and Sanford says no. 7 to go. Or 8 to go, excuse me. 8 laps to go. Here comes Dunham. He'll shove Shelton up the... He's moved Shelton up the track now. Dunham the second. I think the way it's going right now, Charles Hammer may be in the place to maybe in the right spot at the right time, possibly, to try to nab his first win of season 18. Hartnett to the inside lane. He'll take third. Now Sakuli goes inside of Shelton for the 4th position. And look at this slice and dicing going on here. Cab Shear dives inside of Joshua Card. He'll take position away. As meantime, Jason Haywood and Cole Deaver battle it out. And all the pace cars on the track. The yellow flag is flown. And Quentin Moore has spun. Come off turn number 2. Michael Whitman has spun. Becca Tellier in car number 21. Oh, my Charles Sanford did not want to see that yellow flag fly. Why? Because that's going to bunch everybody up. And we definitely will get this race restarted here. We'll have about, I think, 2 or 3 to go when we get this race restarted. Replay on what happened here. It's Johnny Gardner in 35, Seth Cole 52, Becca Tellier in 21. Seth is going to move the track. He moves Becca Tellier into Quentin Moore. And then Michael Whitman tags the side of Dylan Poteet's car. Poteet gets away unscathed. And Keith Batson, who was touched by an angel, I thought he was going to T-bone into Quentin Moore's car, but came awfully close to doing so. And you see Whitman and Tellier tag into each other as well. So a 3-car crash, and luckily there was not any more cars in the crash than there could have been. You want to know how to miss a crash? Right along with Keith Batson. And I say Keith Batson's heart was up to his throat when he saw that 26 car right smack in front of him. Whoa, that was close. Batson, unfortunately for him, rides in 36th position right now as the pace car lights are still on. And the lights are off on the pace car now, so we will have a green-white checkered finish here at Las Vegas. Prepare yourself, this is going to get really wild. Charles Samper, who, honest to God, did not want to see that yellow flag fly, had a commanding race going on. He's the leader, though. Can he hold him off? Well, Emmanuel Hartnett's got something to say about that in the 83 car. He's in second. Trent Dunham in third. Fourth is Joshua Sekuli. Jessica Shelton in fifth position. So you got 4 very hungry drivers behind him. 6th is Mike Becker. 7th is William Brock. 8th is Ryan Winters. 9th is Zach Winkle. And Jonathan Zorlin runs in 10th position. So, green flag will fly on lap number 40. As we'll have the green flag. Next time that'll be the white flag. Next time that'll be the checker flag. Providing, of course, if we all make it back to the line and we make it all back to the white flag, so you can race for it. And of course, if not, then the race will end under yellow. So we'll see what happens here. Sanford's the leader. Can he hold them all off? He's got the dominant car so far. But Emmanuel Hartnett looking for his second win of the season as the green flag race. We're back underway at Las Vegas. 2 laps to go. Sanford got a good restart. But here comes Emmanuel Hartnett, car number 83, Trent Dunham, closing in on that 1 machine. He'll go inside of Hartnett. Hartnett to the inside, on the outside, Shelton trying to shove him. Off the 4th corner they come, the white flag waves. Dunham to the inside of Hartnett, he takes second. Shelton throws the block on Mike Becker. Here comes Trent Dunham trying to close up on Charles Samper. Shelton takes a peek to the inside lane. She takes second, or tries to. And that's maybe all she wrote. Charles Samper, car 30, the country time Pontiac. He had the Daytona 500 robbed from him, but today at Las Vegas, it's not to be robbed from him. Charles Samper wins the America's Best Value in 400. Jessica Shelton in for second. 3rd will go to Emmanuel Hartnett. 4th to Dunham. 5th to Ryan Winters. Zach Winkle will go 6th. 7th will be Mike Becker. 8th to Jonathan Sorlin. 9th to William Brock. And 10th to the pole sitter, Kyle Matthews. What a finish here at Las Vegas. Charles Samper gets his first win of season 18. The country time Pontiac does it here today. Hey. And you ride along with Charles Samper as somehow Jessica Shelton got around him coming on the pit road, but you know he's got to be celebrating from inside the car. No question about it. So 3 races are in the books here, and what a finish that was. I said it was going to be a scramble, and it was for sure. Charles Samper wins the race here today, holding off a hard-charging Jessica Shelton to finish second, and she finishes second in the event. We gave you the top 10 already. Jason Haywood, a great day, finishing in 11th position. Going 12th will be Joshua Sekuli. 13th will go to Cole Deaver. Ashlyn Boyd 14th. 15th to Kev Shearer. Then it's Alexander Rowe in 17th. Paul Minnick was 16th. Alexander Rowe 17th. Ryan George 18th. Dylan Young 19th. 20th will go to Zachary Fitzwater. Joshua Osborne 21st. Ket Tellier, Patrick Smith, Jordan Lopez, Seth Cole, Jesse Turner, Chelsea Bowles, and Johnny Gardner, the top 28. And the rest of the finishers, Tony Newman, 29th, Phil Parker, 30th, Dylan Poteet, 31st, Max Anderson, Kyle Langland, Zed Weinstein, Keith Batson, Joshua Collard, Quentin Moore, Michael Whitman, and Becca Tellier. 1 caution flag in the whole race here. Nobody out of the race, and that's a miracle here at Las Vegas. That is for sure. So, average speed of race, 161.531 miles an hour. Charles Sanford gets his first win of season 18 as he holds up a snarling pack of cars for a tough win here. So, he didn't want to see that yellow flag. He would like to run away with it, but it all worked out for him nonetheless. As the next up on the show will be the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Bass Pro Shops 500 at the old Atlanta configuration, that is. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We have everything on this channel here in our races. We have a lot of NR races, gaming videos, whatever you can find here on this channel. And be sure to check out Seth Cole's Cavalcade series as well, the NNSCRA NNSCRA Tech Slayer Truck Series, the Pizza Hut X Series, and of course the main series, the NNSCRA Hershey's Cup Series. Be sure to check out those races as well, and I'll assure you, his races are a whole heck of a lot better than mine. So, so with all that said here, congratulations again to Charles Sanford, the winner of the America's Best Value in 400 here at Las Vegas. And for now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.